Well, hello. Thanks for checking out What's Up at Fun Factory Hobbies. This is for the week ending Saturday, the 20th of April, 2024. Got some new stuff. Let's get into it, shall we? First, we have the new War Paints Fanatic paint rack from the Army Painter. 216 distinct shades. So, what's new about Fanatic's line as opposed to the old acrylics line? So the Fanatics paints are there's a new medium into which they're adding the pigment, which allows them to put much denser pigmentation in the paint pots, dropper bottles in this case. Well, it's always been their case, but yeah. So denser pigmentation, but still flows quite smoothly. Tammy and I had a chance to try out some of these at the trade show we went to in early March, and I was quite impressed with them. I thought they went on really well. I've pointed out to several folks who've been in here, but I will point it out here. If you look at the top knot on this orc, so you can see it's gone on. The brown's gone on pretty smoothly. The green went on pretty smoothly. But you see how bright that yellow is on there? Ladies and gentlemen, that's one coat of yellow. And you can see from the back here, it does a pretty good job of covering up where I just slopped the green on the face and over the top knot. You can barely see the green. If I can get it out of the shadow there. You can kind of see a little bit of green through it, but that's one coat of yellow. That, ladies and gentlemen, is impressive for an acrylic paint. So we have the whole new line. The white caps are their new acrylics. Again, the War Paints, the whole rack is the Fanatics rack. The green caps are the effects paints, which they've had some effects paints before, but there's more of them. The other thing about the acrylics. So if you look closely on the rack here, they group them in groupings of 6. So for example, here we're looking at turquoises. It goes from darker to lighter. And if you look at one of the bottles, there's a scale on there. It says turquoises in this case. The marine mist is the lightest of the turquoises group. Reaper Paints had done something similar several years ago with their paint triads. This is taking it a step further in that they're doing groups of 6s. I just think that's a pretty cool idea. So anyway, got their many colors of acrylic paint, their effects paints, their metallics, and their washes. We've also got a starter set that comes with 11, a wash set that comes with 10, a metallics set that comes with 10, and they have, that came out several months ago, but we now have it, the wet palette. And when we were trying out the thing at the trade show in early March, we were using one of their wet palettes too. Oh, and this mega set has 50 of them. Also, they have a complete set which has all 216, and those are quite. We don't have one in stock because they're like over $800. So yeah, that. Anyway, other new stuff. Yes, we do have more new stuff, not just those paints. There's a new issue of White Dwarf. Time twisting boarding action missions featuring a Necron, or several Necrons actually. Cool stuff. Also, from Dungeons and Dragons, we have a new Bigature adult time dragon, huge gargantuan miniature, and had it facing the wrong way. An adult moonstone dragon, which you can't see very well because of the glare on the plastic housing of it, but it's pretty sweet looking. So those are both bigatures, as I like to call them. From the Replay Workshop and Atlas Games, we have these new Infinity Tiles Puzzling Brain Teaser. Got several different colors, a couple of different varieties. So this is the miniature turtle variety. So they go together, create cool patterns. It's a unique mathematical thing. Recycled material used in it. Lots of cool stuff in it. We also have the hat minis, again in a variety of colors. This is called the Cafe Blend. We've also got a couple packs of large Infinity hats. Yeah, cool stuff. If you're into puzzling, abstract art, that kind of stuff, that might be up your alley. From Fanroll, a pair of new dice, polyhedral set. Feels like dragon scales. They're silicone dice, carved, and yes, you can see the dragon scale on there because it is carved into the surface. It's not just printed onto the surface. So that's pretty cool. We always like to have new dice. Speaking of new dice, here's a new set that we brought in from Foam Brain Games. Moonlit Lantern dice. Metallic set. Gorgeous. There are a variety of colors available. We only brought in the one because, well, these aren't inexpensive. Actually, they're not bad for metal dice. A new oversized D20, 55 millimeter, I believe. Doesn't say. Yeah, 55 millimeter. Titan D20. Pearlescent purple with gold. Also from Foam Brain. Now we've had the Lost Tome of Mystery loot packs with a Piniture, a D20 for the monster. This past Friday, they released a new licensed one, the Pathfinder Lost Tome Mystery loot. So these are going to be yet new characters, monsters, etc. And they're running a special. If you buy 5 or more of these while supplies last, you'll get a cool limited edition sketch edition Piniture, which if you've seen the Pathfinder rebooted or revised core books, they have come out in sketch edition. Cool stuff. Also, we brought in the Lost Tome of Heroes. These are not blind buys. You know exactly what you're getting. Just a Piniture. But you know exactly what you're getting because you can see it. There's 26 different ones of those. Lots of different race and class combos. Cool stuff from Foam Brain Games. Finally had an offer that we bought into last September come back into stock. Wandering Towers. Had a chance to play this at a trade show we went to last September. Thought it was pretty cool. From Capstone Games. Manipulating meeples, manipulating towers. Really fun stuff. From Renegade Game Studios. The latest in the Transformers role-playing games. The Enigma of Combination. The infamous Gestalt forms of Devastator, Menasor, Superion, and Defensor could sway the tide of any battle to which they've been deployed, and now it's your chance to join those ranks. This sourcebook presents everything that players need to create a combiner character, as well as everything a GM needs to run a combiner campaign. Most of the options presented within are fully compatible with any Transformers faction, fostering a unique type of teamwork, no matter what your ultimate goal is. Fun stuff. You will need the Transformers Core Rulebook, which we have in stock, to use this content. And let me go ahead and put that away. Saving time for later. Okay. What else? From Steamforged Games, Epic Encounters, Local Legends. Here we have the Tavern Kit. Everything you need to run epic tavern encounters in your RPGs. Your complete tavern kit from the creators of Epic Encounters. Includes a complete guide to running epic encounters, book of 10 amazing taverns ready to drop directly into your game, bursting with plot hooks, 60 fully statted NPCs with portraits, backstory, adventure hooks, and individual cards, 10 beautifully illustrated tavern maps inside and out, 10 illustrated playmats for riotous tavern games, 5th edition compatible and can be adapted for any system. It's suitable for all experience levels. And then they've also come out with the Local Legends line, which is going to be something similar to the Epic Encounters, but not quite the epic scale. So here we have a Ghost Pirate encounter. This, again, designed for 5th edition. 4 finely detailed miniatures, illustrated battle map, and a full encounter booklet. As opposed to the Epic Encounters have 20-ish minions or a big boss. So that one was Pirates. We have a Wraith encounter. This one has 5 finely detailed miniatures, battle map, and encounter booklet. We have the Bat Demon encounter with 4 finely detailed miniatures, map and encounter book, and the Owlbear encounter with 2 finely detailed miniatures, although one's pretty big, illustrated battle map and encounter book. Fun stuff. Some more 5th edition stuff and role-playing stuff. So here we have Monsters and Magic of Dark Tower. This is the 5th edition book. And Monsters and Magic of Dark Tower, the Dungeon Crawl Classics. Speaking of Dark Tower, here we have, by Mithra's Bones, Meet Thy Doom, a level 2 adventure for Dungeon Crawl Classics in the Dark Tower. Back to 5th edition, Remarkable Inns and Their Drinks. For any TTRPG. Remarkable Inns and Their Drinks is the definitive guide to taverns, how to create your own and bring them to life, which would work really well with the Local Legends Tavern Kit, although they've already got several brought to life in it. This richly detailed and illustrated book offers a wealth of new gameplay options, 8 ready-made taverns, as opposed to 10 in the Local Legends box. Interesting NPCs, rumors, secrets, and over 1,000 random list options. Fun stuff. And requested by one of our regulars. Now in hand. And before I forget them again, from the 9th level games and in the polymorph system, excellent princess role-playing, The Excellence, and the Excellence RPG Game Diary. Again, both of these are for the polymorph system, which the Mazes role-playing game uses. I've got a bunch of other small standalones like these. And the Return to Dark Tower role-playing game also, that's these brown paper bags, uses polymorph, as does the latest edition of Kobolds Ate My Baby. How about that? So, that's the new stuff. Upcoming in organized play, we just had the launch event and draft for Magic: The Gathering, The Outlaws of Thunder Junction. So this coming Friday the 26th, we have the Commander Party for Thunder Junction. So It's Commander, and here we do Casual Commander with an overlay that has to do with Thunder Junction. I still haven't looked at it, so I couldn't tell you what it's about. But like for the Wilds of Eldraine, I'm sorry, for Ixalan, we were exploring Ixalan. For Lord of the Rings, you got to choose rings of power, a ring of power each turn, and get benefits from it. So, add on like that. Saturday the 27th, we have our Pokemon League at 2 p.m. And being the fourth Saturday, we will have 40K at 6 p.m. 1,000-point teams, limited to 4 participants because this play space is too small for more. Friday, May 3rd, Casual Commander at 6 p.m. Saturday, May the 4th be with you. 2 p.m. Pokemon League, 6 p.m. Magic Thunder Junction Store Championship in the standard format. May 10th, Casual Commander. May 11th, that's at 6 p.m., but you probably figured that out. May 11th, we have moved. That would normally be our Pokemon League Challenge Tournament and Pokemon Go League Challenge. However, we bumped those to the third weekend because we have the Pokemon Twilight Masquerade pre-release instead at 11 a.m. And if enough folks are interested, we will fire another pre-release as soon as the first one finishes, so probably around 1 or 1:30, somewhere in that time frame. And usually we can get enough to fire a couple people. Yep. Then on to the third weekend in May. Excuse me. Friday Night Magic will be the Battle for Baldur's Gate special 50th anniversary of D&D draft event. So it's a Magic the Gathering event, but celebrating with the Battle for Baldur's Gate themed, D&D themed Magic set, a draft, but it's a really special draft because not only do you get to draft the Baldur's Gate draft packs, but everybody will also receive, at no extra charge, a collector booster while supplies last, although we'll have more supply than we will have space, so not a problem. Yeah, so you're going to pay for the normal draft, $25, because draft packs are expensive now, and this was a licensed set. So $25 draft fee, and you're also going to get a $32 pack on top of that. How about that? Saturday the 18th, as I mentioned, we moved our May TCG League Challenge for Pokemon. So that'll be 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. our Pokemon Go May League Challenge. Also, just friendly reminder, May 12th, Sunday, is Mother's Day, if you do that. And also that weekend, Sunday the 19th, will be our League Cup for the second quarter over at the Library Annex. I'm pointing at the Library Annex, but you can't really see that because you don't understand directions from this video. We will be closed Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the 22nd, 3rd, and 4th, possibly the 21st. Haven't quite decided yet. We should be back in time for Saturday the 25th. Saturday the 18th, we should be our Battletech event. That's 6 p.m. We should be back Saturday the 25th. Pokemon League at 2 p.m. 40K at 6 p.m. And then Memorial Day is the following Monday. And Friday the 31st, Magic the Gathering Casual Commander. I still haven't scheduled June because, well, I didn't. No excuse. So yeah, that's what's up. Thank you, as always, for checking out what's up, for watching the video. If you found it useful, like. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, because that way you get notifications when we post these videos instead of having to wait for us to get around to posting it on Facebook, because I'm really bad about doing that in a timely manner, in case you hadn't noticed. See you next time. Bye-bye.